Alright, just wanted to give an update on the Greening the Desert project using permaculture. And so, yeah, before I even get started with that, a couple other permaculture madness projects. I'm trying to create a bicycle-powered circular saw, so yeah, that's going on. Biochar reactor over there. My buddy is having a bad time with curly top virus on his farm, so I'm going to try and give him some compost tea, see if that helps. Have some apricot starts, some yearling trees going, some teosinte beans, and these beans right here, teosinte, seem to be the only ones that really are hardy enough for the desert. You know, that gets really started in pots in my area, or at least with the amount of water that I give them. A lot of other people are giving them just tons of water through drip irrigation and stuff like that, but yeah, not myself. So yeah, a little garlic over there. Have the rosemary that I kind of misplanted. It's really just having a hard time struggling over there. I think this guy, Solstice, recently identified it as an edible weed. Might try and pull it up later. That bush is doing alright. Yeah, have the mourning doves that came and eat all my seeds. I think they ate most of my sorghum and wild amaranth, so I mean very little of that. Corn's kind of growing. The wild mallow, common mallow, also growing quite a bit. A lot of prickly lettuce, grapes doing alright. Had a bunch of other seeds that didn't take off. I mean, they just need too much water, you know, in a pot. And so yeah, I'm trying to get away from using pots and just going all into the ground type plantings. Put in another kind of a pit, you know, compost pit, so it's about 3 feet deep in that area, and then eventually I want this apricot tree to kind of extend over to, there's a little pit over there. It's like not as deep, maybe 6 inches to a foot. You know, that had a failed tree from last year. And then this one over here will be another pit, and so like a little kind of irrigation thing. As the summer monsoon rains come along here, they'll channel into it and drain, and just try and keep as much water on the ground as possible. Try and plant some rosemary, another grape back there. Compost pile, doing pretty good. Some neighbors of their topsoil, you know, they just didn't want it at all. So, you know, there might be some kind of mammal living in my compost pile, maybe a small rat, small mouse or something eating something. Yeah, find out more about him later. Just quickly walk over to the rain barrels. We've only gotten one major rain this year. Yeah, only one major rain this year, and that was like 3 months ago, and so I'm down to my last barrels on rainwater, so hopefully they last me until the summer monsoon. Alright, just doing a little bit of the front yard. Rosemary, trying to get into herbal medicinals and eventually maybe herbal distillation of the rosemary oils, essential oils. Goji berries were not doing a whole lot for the longest time, you know, and they had incredibly broad leaves, but all of a sudden both the ones I had inside and outside, they just started sprouting again, just started taking off. It must have been the right time for them. And yeah, some what do we got here? Mullein, yes, how could I forget? Anyway, mullein over there. And then, yeah, I've slowly been harvesting all this Solstice as for mulch and stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to show this nice little stratification. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, just that tree might have some allelopathic compound, so you know, stunted growth, and then as they get out farther away from the tree, you can just see the kind of the gradation, you know, as they get taller, and possibly more sunlight too. I planted a mint, surprisingly, and even though it's supposed to be a water-loving plant, it's just doing pretty well. I give it water about maybe once every 3 days, you know, from the rainwater collection. The mimosa, they're doing pretty good. Yeah, my little Chinese chestnut tree right there in the middle tends to be struggling. He's got some leaf yellowing, and yeah, he's just having a hard time. Last year he was just hit with bad hail, and then I decided to prune him, you know, and yeah, kind of a mistake on my behalf, I believe. Yeah, Then there was a sunflower out there, that I planted last season. It's just taken off like crazy. Gypsum weed over there, and then there's another rosemary that I planted, and it's just really taken off. It was the same size as the other rosemary, but just this one has found a better environment that it likes. And again, water maybe once a week, and that's just a dribble of water, but anyway, it's just taken off. Yeah. Another weed, and then I have my gmo bushes coming in. They seem to be holding their own. I water them about every 3 days, and just in this high heat, out exposed, I think they're just really getting acclimated to the heat, and just, yeah, I mean, the rocks also keep them hot even longer. So, but yeah, the ground tends to be kept moist from that rock mulch on top. So yeah, they're trying to establish their root system at the moment. Another gmo rain barrels down to the last one, so hopefully the summer monsoons come. Another gmo. I almost lost this guy because he was just getting really hot, and then now I think something's found him. Either the grasshoppers that are like epidemic in New Mexico, or something else. But yeah, this guy's just getting eaten like mad. This chestnut tree, man, he's just going like crazy now. He's really discovered his own in about the 4th or 5th year. The other gmo. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to keep up. Just a quick video to give you a little summer update. This is a little bit past the summer solstice, so June 22nd or 23rd, I believe.